Recording. Okay, so this is why we would want the quality of ice cream and the quality of ingredients matters. But let me show you kind of what we're looking at here. So,
All right.
like, we're having ice cream every night, but why do we want Haagen-Dazs? So, a lot of the brands of ice cream, especially like the major store brands, I've had people send me different ones. Many of them have these ingredients that we want to avoid. Okay, so there's a few different style of ingredients here. Okay, corn syrup, that's kind of like a sugar adjacent one. A lot of these ingredients are basically cheap ways to thicken or sweeten the ice cream without using the natural ingredients. So when you think of ice cream, okay, it's really cream, it's egg yolk, it's skim milk, and then it's sugar, and then whatever flavoring you want. Now, natural flavor can be over 100 things that can be qualified as a natural flavor. Many of those derive from
Favorable.
mold, and many of them have like heavy metal or other things in them. So we don't really want those if we're going to be particular. Sunflower lecithin, it's like another kind of binding thickening agent that we don't want. Many of these, okay, we would call these uh, polyunsaturated fats, PUFAs, okay, and what those are, I'm sorry, they're fats when they're stored in your tissue, and then they're oxidized. They're used for energy. There tends to be an issue with it binding to your thyroid receptor and then reducing testosterone, having a lot of issues with heart, cancer, other things. So that's why many people could eat ice cream many years ago and they were skinny in the early 1900s. They were skinny people. They're eating 4 or 5,000 calories, eating a ton of food, but they were not eating these polyunsaturated fats. Think about an animal before it goes to hibernate. What does it eat? A lot of nuts and seeds because it can put on body fat, it can slow their metabolism so they can survive over the winter. If they were just rocking off of, really, really efficient fuel, mainly carbs and quality protein, a lot from dairy, they wouldn't survive over the wintertime. So anything that hibernates eats these polyunsaturated fats to slow it down. For you, you're not hibernating, you're playing high level football. So we want you to be performing at that level. Um, so the ice cream, like you're going to see in here, let's click on it. Does that make sense though? What I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh,
Lost talking. I guess they're owned by a major conglomerate, which makes sense. Most things are. Okay.
yeah.
Products, ice cream flavors, right? So let's look because I'm typically at the store and I see a lot of ones that don't have the ingredient profile. So what is this? Peanut butter brittle. I'm guessing this one doesn't have what we want, and that would be ingredients. Okay, so right, really the main thing here is going to be the peanuts and it's going to be the corn syrup that we don't necessarily want. And the corn syrup and the peanut oil, okay, and the cornstarch.
Yeah.
Um, now
All that.
there's variable qualities of like say a corn syrup. Corn syrup, most of the corn is being treated. Most of it's GMO. Okay, so now it's genetically modified, something entering our body. Not ideal. And they're GMO because we can spray a ton of pesticides and they survive. So that's there's multiple things in here. You're consuming a GMO and probably a lot of glyphosate, which is a pesticide, which has a multitude of issues. Um, Peanut oil, which is a polyunsaturated fat, when stored in our tissue, it's going to slow metabolism. It's going to impact brain size, a lot of things. Soy lecithin, same thing, causing a lot of issues. Soy is estrogenic in itself, so you'll have more fat around your breast tissue, around your love handle, stuff we don't want as a man or as a person, period. Um, so that's just one example. And many other brands. A lot of things you'll see too is gums. I've had that just
Hmm.
recently. I was at a family gathering, it was a birthday party, and it was, I think, Breyer's ice cream. And it had guar gum. All of these gums, if you've ever made them, a lot of people in the fitness industry will make like these protein ice creams and they'll add in some like xanthan gum, guar gum. And all these do is just thicken it up. So really, they're putting in more concentrated items, whether it's condensed milk, whether it's corn syrup, and then they're putting in these gums. So now when you consume this, it's not only slowing your thyroid, but it's extremely hard for your body to digest. It's very, very, it's very, very hard to digest, which leads to gut permeability, which leads to endotoxins and things leaking out of your bloodstream or leaking from your gut into your bloodstream, which we don't want either. So food quality, whether it's ice cream or anything else, is extremely important. But in this case, avoiding the polyunsaturated fats is probably the main thing we want to avoid from most ice creams, and then the gums. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Any other questions on the ice cream?
No, no, actually, wait, can you go to the vanilla one? I just want to see, because that's the one I have. I just want to
Oh,
see.
the vanilla is good. That's why I put approved flavors on your meal
Yeah,
plan.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You have a couple of them there.
Yeah, and then you can
Strawberry.
eventually sorbet is a good one too. It doesn't have the fat. Um, okay, ice cream flavor. Yeah, so vanilla, chocolate, coffee, strawberry, and technically vanilla bean are going to be the five flavors. I went through this whole
Mhm.
website and looked at all of the flavors.
Yeah.
Um, so that's how I know. Vanilla. So you got
My dad likes the coffee one. He got it for
coffee one's
himself.
good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
approved. Yep. Yep, coffee's good, but vanilla's great. Yeah,
Hmm.
so you're gonna see here, as long as they didn't change the flavor like in the past month.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, cream, skim milk, cane sugar, egg yolks, vanilla extract. Boom.
Mhm.
Perfect. Like that's
Yeah.
what it's meant to be. And you can make that at home. You could literally make this at home.
Yeah, put it
You
in
can
a
mix it all
bowl,
together,
bag,
yeah,
towel, yeah, like all that. Yeah.
pretty simple. I like adding a little bit of salt onto the ice cream too, because the salt really works well with the calcium for hydration, for bringing the glucose into the muscle, but also for preventing, and your sleep's already great, but it helps for sleep a lot too. The salt, a lot of people will wake up in the middle of the night, they're trying to hydrate, they're trying to get healthy, they're trying to be a good athlete like you are. And they're like, all right, I'm going to just have a bunch of water. But if you don't have any salt to uptake that into the body, then it's going to disrupt sleep. So salt also really works well with magnesium. So it can help you sleep in that regard too. But either way,
Okay.
vanilla is good to go. Yep. Coffee, does your dad, I don't think he'll keep him up. I've had some people ask me, is this going to keep me up? I've had the coffee ice cream and I fall asleep.
I
So
don't think it has any like very, if any, very
yeah,
little caffeine in
I don't
there.
think so.
Yeah.
All right, good. Any other questions on the ice cream or any other
No,
food?
no, I was just curious why it
No,
didn't. Yeah, perfect.
yeah, no, it's a good question. Let me stop recording this thing.